I trust this will suffice.
God smiles upon the generous.
Oh, away with you! Back to your cesspit, beggar! A land grotesque as its people. You dreamt of utopia. You saw the tribes united as one.
Oh.
That dream died long ago. You should have done the same.
Yeah, that's right. We're fucking back with ReFantazio after about a week or so. Hey, baby. Maybe if these rednecks would stop with their loud ass trucks, you could have some decent audio. Remember, the bigger the truck and the louder the exhaust, the bigger dick you have. Like, no, you're just being annoying. Same with them dudes out the hood who want to blast their stereo for everyone to hear. It's like, no, I don't want to hear your fucking music. And I don't remember what we were doing last stream when I played this. What were we doing?
What now?
Nurture strength, I'll need to... Well, that ain't it. What were we doing?
Oi, oi!
That's rich. A mere fledgling with no history or experience to speak of. As king, the idea makes me sick to my stomach.
Thank you.
The ideal... Wait, demo man? What the fuck? The ideal leader of this country is a dignified man of a great age, one with years of experience. And yet upstart school children like you and Louise to dare to. Huh, it hardly matters. You won't be able to fight much longer, so struggle all you like. I'd be happy to give the eulogy at your funeral. Okay. Oh, now I remember we were agreeing to go after some guy.
Look at that.
Oh, that's right, Heisme.
True.
Guard captain is struggling with this bounty, and I'd say it's a perfect target for us. I don't think many would take it out from under us, but you may as well grab the request besides. Yeah, am I able to take it then, or what?
Look at that.
Really now?
How do I get the bounty?
What to do? What to do? Really now?
I don't understand.
What to do?
Wait!
Okay, yeah, how do I do it, man?
What to do?
Hey!
There we go. Heisme, you sure you can handle that? You can't be held liable if you get yourself killed there. Yeah, let's do it. You're an odd one, alright. Either that or you're just green. Head to Martyria. Or no, Martyra? Martyra? I'll say Martyra. You could probably get more information there.
Let's focus.
I need to bring in Heisme, a notorious criminal tied to a series of kidnappings in Martyra. Despite his bounty, he has evaded capture and his true identity remains a mystery. We get the mega money. Very powerful, but rewarded in kind. Bounty requests are added over time, so don't forget to check back. We got the contract, let's head back.
No registration issues, I trust?
Oh, it's fucking hulking, mommy.
No, indeed. And we found ourselves a perfect target.
Fine work.
Stroll.
See? She's convinced. Nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it. I'll prepare a map of the surrounding areas as well. But never mind that. Have you found us a kingly carriage?
Well, I have made some arrangements. How best to put it? The vessel itself is without peer. Supposedly, it will come to us on the day of the opening ceremony.
You don't sound too sure about that.
Oh, no, I'm certain. All I mean to say is, well, you shall soon see for yourself.
Well, under the circumstances, I'll take what we can get. And setting that up in a day. Not so bad having a knight on our side.
You needn't speak so. In truth, I've just resigned from the Knight's Order. Though 'tis only my bond of service I relinquish, not my title. We will shortly be seeking Luis's esteem. Should it come to light that I am a knight in active service, it may jeopardize our efforts.
Still, you didn't hesitate to leave. I can tell you're serious about this.
'Twas not an abrupt parting. I've come to doubt the Order since returning to find them serving the Santifex and not the Royals. Those who refused the Church's rule were cast out for their defiance. I only hope those fallen knights found useful employ elsewhere.
Sounds like you've been through a lot too.
Well, in any case, we can focus on our bounty contract now. Let's make sure we get some proper rest tonight.
Excellent. The opening ceremony for the tournament is tomorrow.
Let's rest.
You got any info for us?
Fancy a bit of info?
No.
Now then.
Our preparations seem to be proceeding without issue. Well, apart from one massive overtuned uncertainty. Never mind. Forgive my mutterings. Just please do not be surprised no matter what we're presented with. Nani.
Don't push yourself too much.
Tomorrow you depart. Maria will assuredly miss you dearly, so please come back and say hello when you can, even if it's only every once in a while. Yas. Let's just... She in there? Haven't seen Maria since I came back from the recruitment center. I wonder if something's wrong. Gallica's stuck in the wall. Use the bed. Fuck. The bed is simple but clean and has an aroma that reminds me of a clear, sunny day. Maybe it's time to call it a night. Rest.
Good night. Can I come in?
What's wrong?
What's wrong?
Well, you're all leaving tomorrow, right? I'll be cheering for you. So I just... Oh no, I promised Miss Fabian I wouldn't cry.
I won't tell her.
It's alright. I won't tell her.
Papa was trying to stop a bad man, you said. And that's what you're all doing too, isn't it? Please come back home safe. I'll be waiting here as long as it takes.
Very well.
It's a promise.
All right. Promise? The next time I see you again, can you tell me more about the outside world?
This one's important.
We're just waiting for us to return home and regale her with tales of strange and distant places. Period of Coney roast.
I never got a chance to say this to Papa. So, thank you. I'll go to bed now.
Captain, may I have a moment?
Good night.
I was hoping for a chance to speak before we set out. Since our meeting, I've done nothing but impose on you. Now, you risk your very life for this cause. 'Tis no easy burden. It pains me to see. When I think of how this may yet save His Highness, I lose sight of all else. Such disregard ill becomes me.
You truly are devoted.
You truly are devoted to him, aren't you?
I suppose I am at that. A guiding oath of 12 years is not easily cast aside. But that book...
Huh?
We met once before, on a carriage bound for the capital. Do you recall?
When he got me thrown out, yeah.
Now that you mention it, I do.
My apologies. I thought only to minimize casualties, one way or another. So, 'tis a novel envisioning an ideal world. Curious to see a utopian novel these days. I'd thought them long since banned.
Really?
You needn't worry. I've no intention of taking it from you. I've sometimes wondered why such books were forbidden. Rumors say the Sanctists objected to their contents. Yet I wonder, how could a simple book have possibly stung them so? Do you mind if I read a passage or two?
It's forbidden eldritch knowledge.
So it is a fiction written as if a personal account. This chapter seems to concern the system by which the nation's leader is decided. In this country, one cannot become even a statesman, much less sovereign, without the consent of the people.
Yeah, it's November 3rd. It's getting pretty close to something in regards to this.
Those who aspire to statecraft must first solemnly swear before the people what they will do in service of their country.
Supposedly.
Should they earn title but break their word, they are denounced and stripped of power. In this way, it is the people who are the land's true king. Quite the opposite of our own country. Now I see why our upper echelons would abolish such texts. Had our lands embraced such accountability, perhaps His Royal Highness would not have suffered such a fate. No. As a knight, 'tis not my place to say. I must clear my head of these fantasies. In the end, clinging to a dream will do me no good. Oh, I suppose 'tis not so bad to dream now and then. It takes power to walk the path of our dearest hopes. Perhaps that is the purpose of this newfound strength. My dearest dream. 'Tis to save His Highness, even at the cost of my life. Nothing more.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Judah! Lady Judah!
Huh?
Far away sky, blue and clear. Echo my wish
Even I'm feeling the heat. Well, I suppose it's time to fan the flames. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the inauguration of the Tournament for the Throne! For the first time, the crown is anyone's to claim, as long as the aspirants can complete 3 grueling challenges.
Wow, a Sanctus Crier! He's perfect for this!
Let's discuss the venues. We kick off in the west, in the Pearl of the Coast, the Principality of Oceania's harbour city capital, Port Brilehaven. There, they face their first challenge, the Exhibition of the Brave. Each contender must bring back the head of a monster, a mark of their prowess and courage. Next, our would-be monarchs head east. Upon the misty peaks, we arrive in the Principality of Montario's beautiful city of faith, Altaberry Heights. And finally, our heroes make their well-deserved return home to Grand Trad. But first, let's do introductions. It's time to meet those risking their lives for the crown. Closest to the throne, I know him, you know him. It's Sanctism's one and only 78th Sanctifex, His Eminence, Forden! Victory to Sanctifex Forden!
I claim no great ambition, nor any heated calls to action. All I wish is to restore order for our people and to safeguard our land from the threats beyond. This chaos we face is but one of God's many trials. Let us restore our kingdom's glory together!
Moving right along, we come next to His Eminence's champion, the very spear in his hand, the warrior monk captain of the Crown Theocracy, Master Giddo!
I come before you only in loyal service of His Eminence. I relinquish the throne to him gladly. But those who would seize the crown by force, I will teach you to fear God and to fear me!
So much for this being a fair competition. How many horses do the Sanctus have in this race? Still, it's not over by far. The Luis supporters won't take this lying down.
What cowardice, Crier! Where's Count Louise?
Right, all right, settle down. At this time, I can report that Count Luis has not applied to enter the tournament.
What? He's not even entering?
Then what becomes of us? Our entire purpose in this race was to get closer to him.
Don't worry. He's definitely paying attention. He's only in second as it is, so we can't afford to ignore this whole production. Sit tight. I'm sure he'll make a move soon.
All right. For those Count Luis supporters, you might want to meet our next entrant. A rising socialite, a man of ambition, godless and fearless, the brash young warrior serving Count Luis, Gladel, the Black Hound.
Him? So he was one of Luis's men.
The fallen king embraced Sanctism and all its holy tenets, and for what? He was nothing before Lord Luis. Look to the sky all you wish. No god can save you! What our country needs is power! Well, it's not quite all the contenders, but let's get on with the introductions. The great liberal merchant, it's Roger Ward. By war, by conquest, by right, it's Rudolph Kraus. In it more for the gauntlet runners than the throne, it's Lena Caden. Sure to be popular by pledging free drinks for life, it's Loveless O'Shea. Uplifting the beautiful and deposing the hideous, it's Milo Maurizio.
Wow.
If we lose this, I think the country has some even bigger problems.
Now, I do believe we have one final candidate. Do we have an Elden boy present? Come on, let's see a face.
What? An elder? Disgraceful. Is this the only way you could think to distinguish yourself?
By the way, the ride you applied with still hasn't arrived. And if it doesn't show up by the time the noon bell rings, you're disqualified. All right?
Hey! What's going on?
That nitwit! What is he doing?
So, contestants, are you ready?
What? Blast, I say! Wait! Found your behave!
A land runner? It's quick!
Wait, it's headed right for the...
It'll crash! Whoa!
What the heck is that?
Wonderful. So much for a first impression.
What hell? Isn't he a marvel, chums?
You dolt! You nearly brought down the cathedral! Have a care, you buffoon. 'Twas bad enough when Luis did it the first time. That feckless, shameless old fool!
Not bad, kid. Guess you've got some interesting tricks up your sleeve after all. Right! I'd call that a full roster. Ladies and gentlemen, race across the land. Go! Prove yourself worthy and earn your crown. For the people, for the throne. Let the games begin!
We must take to the road.
Come on, come on! So fast! Gotta hold on to something or I'll get blown up!
It's incredible!
Fort's changing. I ended up standing out more than I expected. I gained a lot of interest, but I only consider this a part of my mission to aid the prince.
Just a sec!
What's with this thing? This is our carriage?
Can you hear me?
Should I just run her along the main road then? The others seem to be doing as much. You're just as crazy as the runner. I'll take the compliment, little lady. Now let's have some coordinates for a little test run. What is happening right now?
Let's see.
Irm, we want to go to a place called Martira. Old Castle Town, I think. Should be a ways south. Okay.
Let us hurry.
This place here.
Fuck. Zoom in? Do we need to... Okay, what if we just click on this? Like, do we automatically stop to these places or what? Martira, here it is. Down to Martira, huh? On this crap's legs, oh, I'd say that'll be 4 days, 3 nights. About.
Oh.
4 days and 3 nights. That's a great deal faster than a carriage. And surely the roads will be safer at that kind of speed.
Spectacular.
Bully good! Now cinch those britches, chaps. Full steam ahead. To Martira, Old Castle Town.
This is amazing! I don't know a thing about gauntlet runners, but even I can tell this is a hell of a craft. I can hardly believe she's ours to drive.
You're telling me, lad?
I been out on the open road? This girl's been waiting long enough for her time to shine.
So this is what you used to talk with the driver? Convenient, that. Look, old fellow, are you really on our side? You realize we don't have funds to pay you.
Money? Ha! I'm not in this for the money, boy. What I want is a little gusto. What do you think, lad? Isn't this a rush?
It is at that. Like riding the wind.
That's the ticket. It's been so long since I've had a good chinwag.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You've a good head on your shoulders, boy. Yes, I can tell you're a sharp one. Where to, ladies? The world is our shellfish.
You certainly are a different person behind the wheel.
Hey, Hulkenberg! Can we get an explanation yet?
That man is Neurus. An Ishkia, if 'twas not obvious from the wings. And despite everything, he was heir to a noble house and personal machinist for the royal family.
What?
He's a master engineer, of course, positively peerless. But as you can see, the runners get him a bit excitable.
Excellent. We always need the quirky machinist guy.
Neurus? Are you there? I'm coming in. Even amidst all this commotion in town, I find you buried in your work.
Too much to do.
As always. To business, then. I must ask a favor. Would you be able to ready a carriage for me?
No new commissions. No time for them. Ask another right.
It is not a new one I require. Before His Highness disappeared, did you not accept a contract to build him a custom carriage? Without a formal owner, I reasoned that it must now lie unused. I was hoping I might borrow it a short while.
But, pish and tosh, woman. She is for royal use and naught else.
'Tis an unreasonable request, I know. But I'd not be asking without a grave need. Might I at least see it?
I mean, well,
'Twas specially made for His Highness, yes? Not a work you'd have sold off. Where lies it now?
I've deadlines to meet, dash it. Off with you now. Leave me be.
You've been acting stranger than usual. What ails you?
Whoa!
Huh?
Good God. Is this a gauntlet runner? The very craft commissioned for His Highness the Prince? Even knowing His Highness was gone, still you toiled away. Oh, Neurus, you are an inspiration. Such nobility of purpose.
Yes. Right.
However, for a craft meant for the royal family, it is rather excessive, isn't it? Did you really build this vehicle exactly to their orders? You cannot mean...
Well, at first, certainly. I followed the blueprints exactly. But then His Highness died, and... well, I couldn't just let the old girl waste away. A masterpiece like her? Collecting dust in storage? No! Unacceptable! Unthinkable! I'm working toward a dream. And this poor old girl is going to help me see it through. And then, finally...
You imbecile!
Huh?
A lowly, brazen court engineer butchering His Highness's inheritance for a hobby! For this mania! You embezzled the royal treasury and disrespected his legacy! Treason!
Mercy, please! Look, take my head if you must, milady, but leave the Balliol runner alone.
Look, this runner... it is fully operational now, is it? Then I suggest you cooperate, for both our sakes. Finish your tinkering by tomorrow and bring it to the Grand Cathedral as soon as you can.
Eh? What's all this now? You play the proud soldier at me and then pluck it for your own schemes?
'Tis no scheme. I would use it for His Highness's sake.
For His Highness, eh? Hold a tick. Haven't you been looking for him? Wandering across God knows where, last I heard. So if you're back now and now you want a gauntlet runner for His Highness? Is His Highness still alive? That's it! I've got you, haven't I?
'Twas His Highness who gave you refuge while you were only a heretical scholar condemned by the Sanctists. The time has come to repay His mercy.
Understood.
Is that enough? Can this old duck really handle an undercover operation?
I know what you're thinking, but 'tis at least true that he feels an undying debt of gratitude to the royal family.
Pish and tosh, boy. A little faith. Not to brag, but this old duck's craft might be the fastest gauntlet runner in the kingdom. Why, probably the world. I think. Maybe.
How encouraging.
All I want is to push this runner as far and as fast as she can go. Show her off to the world. And you? Well, I presume you'd rather work together than have to walk, eh?
I don't know about this, but I guess we'll just have to trust him. What do you think?
We can do it.
I think we can count on him.
If you're sure, I suppose. We'll deal with it if we have to.
Either way, he knows the prince is alive, so we can't just leave him to his own devices. We're all in the same boat. Or runner, I guess.
You lot can handle the fighting, and I'll handle all the driving and grease work. Just make sure you've got a proper plan for all this mess now.
This guy's got no filter. But he has a point. We do need to talk strategy.
So, summing up. Our first trial is to slay a monster. We take its head as proof, then get it to the goal line before the deadline. The bigger the head, the better. Our destination is Port Brilehaven, the capital of the Western Principality of Oceania. It'd be a trek on foot, but this gauntlet runner should make it a snap.
So getting the bounty's head is our next move. And our target is a nefarious criminal who's been kidnapping and selling off children. Right?
A criminal? Did the task not specify a monster's head?
Well, it's a monster in a metaphorical sense.
Don't worry, all part of the plan. We don't need to win this thing. We just need to get Luis's attention. Everyone's going to show up with monster heads, and we shake things up with a felon. A knight-turned-kidnapper at that. Shows them we're there for justice.
But to deliberately violate the rules, we risk being disqualified entirely. Then again, 'tis just as likely to win the people's attention and thereby Luis's. I do understand the intent. What do you think of this plan?
I trust all y'all.
I trust all of you completely.
Good enough for me. A captain's got to trust his crew, after all. The bounty's Heismay, an ex-knight. I realize that's a little close to home, Hulkenberg, so if you'd rather hang back...
No. His title is precisely why I cannot let his atrocities stand. And yet, 'tis strange indeed that we are hunting a mere man when the trial demands a monster. Then again, our true aim is beyond the ambitions of any other aspirant. Our fate rests in this plan of yours, Stroll.
Thank you. I'll try to ensure your trust isn't misplaced.
Righto. Then our course is set. Feel free to use anything in the Gauntlet Runner. Even got a bathing room if you could use a wash.
Good to know. We can always look around more thoroughly later.
Yes. You needn't tire yourself out before we arrive.
Well, I'm a tinkerer and not much else. All my fighting happens in the old workshop. But I'll take you wherever you're going for your sake and mine. After all, the wilds out there are no berry picnic. Oh no. It's a den of wild beasts and savage scoundrels. And we'll not get past it without days on the road together. So, if you need anything besides a steady hand on the wheel, give me a hoot. Bound to find me in the cockpit or the engine room.
He's certainly an eccentric, but he doesn't seem like a bad person. We'll get used to him, I suppose.
The Gauntlet Runner. The Gauntlet Runner has various areas for different activities, such as the strategy room, the lounge, and the kitchen. You can also visit Academia by finding more and interacting with him. Let's visit the engine room first. Take your time and have a look around on your way there.
Oh, yeah?
Never been in a Gauntlet Runner. Kinda want to see what the engine room's like. Excellent. The round table. The massive door. So almost leads to the end of the Gauntlet Runner. It's locked tightly to prevent accidental entry. Check the toilet. No more pressing matters at hand.
Incredible!
Wow! So this room's made for bathing. Can we really just hop in mid-ride and take a real bath? Wait, what? What do you mean real bath? Is there a fake bath? Now that I could get used to. I call for his dip.
Hey!
Were you just going to stride up and strip nude? What do you think you are? Unacceptable.
You really?
It's a bathing room. Oop, ought to mention, no running water yet. Working on it.
Damn.
What? Unacceptable. Well, how are you gonna get the water? Just a pristine clear water and more Oconee meat. I wonder who left them here. I could use them for cooking.
Got it.
Okay. You know what? I'm guessing that's a cast iron stove because my grandfather has one that's not exactly like this, but it's similar. They have the different square and circular cutouts you can adjust and remove and shit. And obviously you got the pipe going up there. Fuck, I actually want one, damn it. And it burns wood. Hulkenberg said that most things are edible if you put them over fire, but is that really true? Stocked with food suitable for a long journey. I would prefer to cook it first before eating it. Yeah. A cask. It's a cask of Neura's secret stash. Its mellow aroma wafts into the air. Is it alcohol? These are the beds, huh? Well, they're meant for sleeping, not for wandering about. Like a bedroom. A lot of books. Cloth cover device. Some kind of strange device wrapped in cloth. Looks like one of Neura's inventions in the making. Probably something we'll get later. More books. Plus a table. Back deck. Holy shit.
I wonder.
Seems like we'll really have to inspect the inside closely. Yes. Check central. Oh, that's the door. Pretty neat.
What's this?
Beneath this cloth seems to be a big barrel. What it's used for? Explosives. Just toss it over the edge and blow people up. What the fuck is that thing over there? Some kind of demon. Alright, so I guess we go downstairs now. More. Some kind of fluid pumping. Washing basin. Machine that does laundry. Handmade by Nearus. Seems there's nothing in it at the moment. Why would we need this? Is it used for purifying goods or some shit? What the fuck?
This?
Wonder what makes this thing run. Yeah, it's a heart. It's literally a heart.
Hello?
First time on a gauntlet runner, eh? Whoa, that scared me. Looks like that pipe's in here too. Yeah, what the, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Called a runner phone. There's one in every room.
Spectacular.
Now I believe I heard you speculating on the old girl's inner workings. Gauntlet runners use maglet crystals as fuel to run, you see. Used to be you'd take your life in your own hands when you traveled to the wilds. Then, thanks to the kingdom's greatest minds, the gauntlet runner was born. The runner's actual legs are based on a colossal beast's, made for zero momentum loss, even on the roughest terrain. Among other things, I've modified this craft with a bit more zip and speed. Another step closer to my dream. What dream? Long story, my girl. Best told to a captive audience with no plans for the next few days and nights. Never mind then. Maybe some other time. Anyway, still plenty about the old girl that's a work in progress. By the time I'm done, she'll have some new tricks. You just watch. It'll be sunset before long, so start thinking about bedding down for the night. Can't run in the dark, and the old girl needs her rest as much as we do. Why can't you run in the dark? Are you telling me this thing, you actually have to have visual? Well, I guess he is piloting it, so he has to see where he's going, so yeah, never mind. But you don't have lights? You think this would have like lights or something on it? I don't know. You will continue toward your destination while spending time with the Gauntlet Runner. Utilize its facilities to obtain items, raise abilities, and do other things you won't be able to do in town. Try using the kitchen, reading books at the bookshelf, or using the washing machine. Yeah, what is that washing machine shit? You can also spend time with your allies while traveling, which may help to improve your virtues. At the end of the day, the choice is yours. Excellent. Let's go down here. What the fuck is this crazy... There's a word for it, but I can't think of it. It says igniter, but never seen an igniter like this before. It's a fucking, like, mega spellcaster. Large igniter. A magic igniter, enormous compared to those used by the army. If I recall correctly, it uses maglet crystals as fuel. Yeah, but is it... I mean, it's clearly a heart, but is it organic, or did they just create it like that? There's more.
Come on.
This weird tool is actually a cleaning igniter that Nearus modified to create wind that collects dust. Pretty nifty. I know it's hard, but all the lifting and bending over should strengthen your legs, yeah?
Got it.
Oh, okay. Nearus research desk. This must be where new inventions are born. Unique items are lined up here. Nearest personal belongings, I think. Bag of cotton. There's a fluffy bag that's perfect for sitting on. If I sat on it, I don't think I'd be able to move. Pile of powder. Never smelled this fragrance before. Can't tell whether it's used for food or for fuel. Might be gunpowder. More.
Where was I?
Just go there and see if something happens. Pet the cat. Oh, this thing's open. Magic formula apparently written by the king. It's entitled The Royal Magic. It's written in a language I can't read. At the end of the document, the word is Del Bueno. According to Moore, it's a person's name. Just to be sure, the Royal Magic is the spell that got invoked at the royal funeral, right? And this is its formula? It does seem to be the case. Put another way, the king had a detailed plan on to ensure how things would play out before he died at Louis's hand. Kind of a stupid plan if it involves giving your sons a murderer a chance to take the throne. I don't see the logic. In the 785 years that Ukraine has endured, there has only been a few instances where the king has invoked this magic. A strong desire of some sort surely spurred his decision. Albeit there are still secrets to be found. A reason that this script exists for the name and drawing at the end.
Grant me a moment.
What a strange feeling I'm getting. Now that I consider it again, I feel as if I've seen this somewhere before. Why would I feel this way? It's certainly not a language used anywhere in the kingdom.
Got a moment?
Hey, you okay? Indeed, it certainly seems there's much I cannot recall. Should you learn anything new, I would appreciate it very much if you share it with me. Please examine the scroll whenever you've learned new truths.
Hello.
Hi. How are you? What assignments did you learn about the gunner?
I'm counting on you.
Yeah, it'll be near us more than likely.
That is...
Now I want to look at the skills that I have for it. We just have Blizz. Give me the details. We got lightning. What was the passive for this? Someone was saying that the passive for the mage is if you defeat enemies, like the weaker enemies and shit, you get SP from it. So I was struggling with SP management, but it's because I wasn't using this guy. I think we gotta worry about nothing right now. Probably it, honestly.
Oh. You'll come again.
Snap back to reality. Let's, how do we go back up? Right here. Start the Hulky mama.
Speaking of,
Yura said he got the kitchen up and running. If you're hungry, would you fancy a meal? I hardly consider myself a chef of any great skill, but Soul Stretty wanted to try some of the recipes he learned at the Hush Honeybee. Still sleeping? He's got motion sickness, watch this. I feel drunk. You okay?
Sorry.
Yeah, like I said, I'll survive. I can handle the swing of a carriage, but this, it's another beast. Seems I'll need to learn to endure it. Yeah, you ain't got your sea legs, as it were. Cockpit appears to be above. Mind the rope, lad. Wouldn't want you going overboard. I'd rather stay away for now. What if I click on the round table? There's a map showing the area surrounding our destination. Scanning.
Let's see here.
It's a campground.
So, were we able to stop at that place? Oh,
It's a camp.
I can use my mouse to.
Let's see.
Okay, yeah, we were up there before.
Let's
see.
Autism?
Let's see.
I had to do it. Alright, whatever. Guess we'll go cook something? I don't know. Am I in the wrong area? No, I gotta back up. What if I do a book? That's probably your stats, like your wisdom and shit. Go ahead and save. How do I...
What now?
What now? Yeah. Let's get cooking. Use the Gauntlet Runner's cooking table to whip up some food for you and your allies. Eating prepared meals can grant your party various positive effects. To cook, you'll need ingredients. Buy them, win them, or find them lying around. Try to experiment as much as possible. After you've made every dish at least once, you may learn how to create the ultimate culinary masterpiece. Excellent. There's some ingredients here. Maybe Nurse went shopping? Yeah, I can make that random shit. Whose handwriting is that? There are notes here about new potential recipes. It's funny because the Minecraft mod pack I play on the side when I'm not streaming and shit, it's got a few different mods in it. They're that kind of center around cooking, like Croptopia, and then one called Copona. And the more unique foods you eat, you get like a higher health bonus, so it actually benefits you to go out, find all these different ingredients and make new stuff. Want to make something? If so, we should try to have everyone teach us their culinary specialty. Yeah, sure, why not? I think we've made this before. Cures poison? That'd be good. Cures all status ailments? That'd be pretty good. Fully restores HP, nice. Increases critical rate, okay. Allows one ally to endure one fatal attack. Man, maybe. Increases hit rate of one attack to 100. Okay, that would be good if you're going like a high crit, high damage, but low accuracy, but you use that ability, or that item, and you just guarantee a big ol' hit. Steel black bread. Yeah. We'll make this one for now.
Let's check.
Now then.
For as often we simply refer to our meals as meat, something to keep in mind is where it's cut from. The taste and texture can change dramatically, you know. Each type of cut has an ideal preparation, and if you do it well, it turns out tender and delicious. Something to strive for, wouldn't you say?
Speaking of...
So what kind of cut do we have here? Ah, but never you mind. Just leave this to me. You're a specialist. I began preparing the food with Stroll. Oh, you're grilling it, huh? Watch your meat and adjust the heat, so it goes. Although it depends on what your preference is, really. It's nearly time. No, it is time! Strike now!
Alright.
Yeah, it's not so bad so far. See the juices there? That should prove this is turning out delicious. We'll add a little something for the aroma, and we're done. But just a little, or you'll overshadow the flavor. Amazing! Stroll and I made a delicious-looking dish cooked to perfection. Curative coney roast. Smells great, don't it? Now imagine how it tastes. Stroll and I cleaned up the kitchen. Time really flew.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at the desert camp as the scorching sun sinks below the horizon, and the curtain of night falls over the land. Protected within the stalwart hull of the Gauntlet Runner, the party gains a short, peaceful respite.
Establishing an encampment. At night, the vast wilderness outside town is ensconced in darkness. Forcing your way through an unmarked terrain is very dangerous, even with a stalwart Gauntlet Runner. Instead, establish camp somewhere safe. You can resume your travels next morning. While at an encampment, you can use any of the facilities on the Gauntlet Runner like usual, but you can also reminisce about the journey with your allies. Give it a try. 3 days until we reach Martira. Our first time camping in the Gauntlet Runner. I'm kind of excited, but it'll be a long night, so why not spend some time relaxing with someone? Probably relax with Nearest because he's got the new ability.
Your thoughts?
Ho ho! How was that ride, huh? Smooth as butter, luxurious as a palace, awe-inspiring, tear-jerking. Sure. Wah! This run is such a guilty pleasure. Though credit where it's due, my tinkering certainly helped make her what she is. Though full disclosure, that's all thanks to a little mechanism I whipped together that keeps her legs from sinking into the dunes. Wouldn't have to worry about the terrain if she could just fly, but that's a story for another day. Off you go. Better get your 40 winks. What? There are insects gathering about the campfire. Oh, apparently you can eat these bugs. Well, according to Hulkenberg anyway. What? Why do you want to eat bugs? I should try to catch one. When it's my turn to cook, I should use an ingredient. Yeah, sure. I always want to eat weird shit, man. Let's talk to Stroll since he's here.
Hey.
Huh? My weapons are as sharp as they're going to get, and I'm not up to much. Care to accompany me? By recalling the past and planning the future with Stroll, maybe I can hone my imagination. Sure, why not?
Now then.
The next up is Martira. It feels just like yesterday when I first arrived at the royal capital. So much has happened in such a short span of time. I met you, we went over to the northern fortress, and awakened a mysterious power. I once thought magic like this only exists in heroic tales of long times past.
Speaking
of which, I've been thinking that perhaps this is the same power that the hero kings once used. If that's the case, then why do you think so many of them met miserable ends? Why did they? I don't know. Is this gonna be the generic, friends are the greatest power? I don't know. They had no allies.
What's that about it?
Oh, I see.
Oh, I see. Try as they might, even the strongest king wouldn't be able to establish a country by himself. Oh, is this one of the things where you get the right answer? You get a bonus? Perhaps it's not a matter of how much power you have, but how you choose to wield it. Moreover, we've got more than one power at our disposal, and on top of that, we got allies who share these abilities as well.
Then...
If we continue to master these archetypes, then maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to surpass the great hero kings of old. All this does make me wonder, just how many more of these powers are still out there? I felt my imagination grow as Stroll and I discussed challenges still ahead of us.
Alright.
Excellent! I got the big bonus. Come now, it's too early for bed. Let's talk some more. Stroll and I talked for a while.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Good morning.
Top of the morning to you, my dear passengers. I trust that the sleeping quarters more than exceed your expectations, eh?
True.
They were better than I'd feared, considering how tiny they are. But I've got a question of my own. Isn't the desert sand going to do a number on this runner? My boy, remember who maintains this rugged girl. Nary a grain of sand could fit between her seams, I assure you. Regardless, we'll be leaving these arid dunes behind tomorrow.
I knew it!
Wow, runners really are neat, aren't they? A carriage would never be able to get through the desert this fast. But, just keep an eye on the road, okay, Nearest? Well, live in Materia 2 days, huh? What is with the washing machine? I kind of want to see what that is. How do I get down? What do you do with this shit?
This?
Washing clothes can sometimes cleanse the mind? I guess. Increase my max MP.
Understood.
That makes sense now, I guess. You got max MP, you got max HP. You got item crafting. And then you have your stats. We'll talk to Hulky Mama.
Well met.
The bueno, you come at the perfect moment. I was just thinking I'd ponder some battle strategies over my game board. An abstract game of military tactics, you see. Care to indulge me? Raise your wisdom? Yeah, sure.
All right.
Well, let us begin. I shall give and expect no quarter, shall we?
If so...
If that's how you plan to make your advance, then... I hate chess. Not because it's hard, because it's fucking boring. It's only boring because it's always the same exact setup. If you could randomize every single piece, which I guess that'd only be possible online, then it'd be fun. Because chess is only fun when there's only a few pieces on the board and you get the whole board to move around and all that shit. But it's the beginning that's just boring as hell. I learned quite a bit from that match. I believe we'd both benefit from continued practice. This game affords me the opportunity to visualize strategies all on my own. What if an enemy came at me from such an angle? How would I retaliate? So on and so forth.
I'd say...
I once failed in my duty to protect His Highness the Prince. At that time I was but a novice, a new addition to the Royal Guard. I lacked the experience needed to properly assume the role.
That's why.
'Tis for the reason that I now train both my body and mind so thoroughly, as I have vowed to never let such a thing occur once again. I don't know. What's the right answer here?
Really?
Well...
It has made me into who I am today. I reflect on those days often, yet I realize I must face the future if I am to truly step forward. That said, 'tis quite the pleasure to speak so freely with you. I find comfort in knowing that I may share my feelings with a compatriot. If we find success in this endeavor and create a country where all can truly live equally, I hope to serve as a knight captain, passing down what knowledge I can to a new generation. I will speak not just of tactics, but of all my experiences on this journey, my victories, and of course my failures. And in doing so, I would see the Royal Guards elevated to new heights. You can do it.
Yeah.
If anyone can do it, it's you, Hulk and Mama.
Yes.
Should such a starry-eyed wish come true, I shall tell them much of you, our captain. Such a position is certainly not one most could adapt to, much less succeed in, given the circumstances of our fight. And I must say, you wear the role well. It's hard to believe it's your first foray into such a responsibility. Perhaps you've had natural talent for it. Though to call it a talent is a disservice. No, whatever higher calling you have, I can only be it as I am now because of you. Will you honor me? Such praise from a knight is quite an honor. 'Twas you and Gallica that set the cogs of this journey in motion. I think there's some significance to you being the captain, in my humble opinion. You have my gratitude. After crossing for proverbial swords with you, I feel that I'm one step closer to realizing my dream. I felt wisdom grow after listening to her advice.
All right.
Excellent.
All right.
Now then, shall we continue our discussion on tactics? There are some blunders you could avoid next time. For example, when a piece moves here, you should...
I say, we could stop for a break.
Ahoy! Break time, chums. There's something up ahead, so we'll be stopping there.
Coming now into view is the Tree of Prophecy, a resplendent tapestry of color against the backdrop of the bleak desert. One theory is that the tree's roots gorge on the land's magla, and still another is that it gorges on those enraptured by its colorful foliage, as though themselves snared by the bewitching magla surrounding the tree. The Gauntlet Runner comes to a stop at its base.
Here we are. Shall we get a closer look? Interesting. Random tree in the middle of the sands. Oh wow, it's so pretty. It's not just the leaves. It's as though the whole area has been painted red.
Certainly.
This place calls to mind a picture book I read as a child. It told of a great tree located somewhere within the country, whose colors shifted to foretell unusual events in the times ahead. How exactly would a tree foretell the future? And how does a plant grow this huge in the middle of a desert? I'm not sure if this explains it, but I am sensing an incredible amount of magla in the air here. If your hypothesis is correct, that would make this no mere tree. No sir, but a magical organism that feeds off magla. As a matter of scientific research, I must document this discovery. Nearest pulled out a sheet of paper and a brush from his pocket and began to draw the landscape in front of him.
Hey.
Wow, Nearest, how did you get so good at drawing? Ah, my boy, meticulous documentation is the foundation of all good research. There you have it. I'm finished here. Take it as a keepsake. Wasn't it for research? All the pertinent information I need has been etched into my very mind. I can make do without the sketch itself. Excellent. I received Nearest's research picture. The drawing is intricately detailed and could accurately convey the full majesty of this place to a viewer who's never... Oh, we'll take it to Maria then.
Hey there!
Yeah. Why don't we take it to Maria? I bet she'd love to see something from our journey. We could tell her a story about this place. The next time we're in Grand Trad, I should give this drawing to Maria.
Huh?
Huh. A magical organism in the form of a tree. Say, aren't fairies in the same classification? What? Precisely. Gallica is a most precious treasure as well. I've been observing her very closely. Don't be weird. Which is giving me a great insight to my own research in the flight. What? You've been observing me this whole time? I don't recall you asking, so knock it off.
However,
turning our attention back to that tree, I've heard that it tints itself blue to herald the arrival of favorable developments. Wonder what manner of anomaly its current color portends. We took a brief detour, but I feel that seeing the rare sight has brought out my wisdom.
All right.
Yeah, more wisdom.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives in a quiet clearing, concealed by boulders, as darkness reclaims the wilderness for itself. Monsters run rampant in the wilds. To sleep here would be perilous, unless from within the safety of a Gauntlet Runner. The party, secure in their Gauntlet Runner, spends the night in peace, hidden from hungry gazes.
A rock den camp. Be in Martyria the day after tomorrow. I wonder what kind of place Martyria is. Who knows? Catch a bug. Can we talk to Knucklehead yet? Am I stuck in this area or what? No, okay. You here somewhere? I want to get that gunner archetype if I can. Pick up the rope. Ugh. I guess. We check the pantry over and over. Pristine, clear water, and more coney meat. So just check the pantry often, I guess. Ah! Let's go talk to... wait. Let's just go talk to the allies, I guess. Can I use a toilet? Yeah, use the toilet. Ah, I've got it. Let's... I'm ridding myself of unwanted ways to feel like I've gained something new. Okay, so this is one of the things you're supposed to use often. Can I do it again? Water doesn't work right now? Okay. So, visit pantry, visit toilet often. Bit silly, but okay. Huh? Wait, I'm in the wrong area. Is it this one? Yeah, here we go. What's Stroll got to say? Grand tread could dazzle even the darkest night. Out here, you can barely see the horizon. It's a comforting reminder of home, if I'm honest. I couldn't just appreciate it from a swaying gauntlet runner. Feeling any better? Yes, I ate a bit, and that helps. I almost envy Hulkenberg's ability to eat anything. Anytime, anywhere. Huh. I haven't always been this weak, but the swing takes me back to times I'd sooner forget. After I lost my home, I was tossed between relatives, and each time, it began with an agonizing journey on a rocking carriage. I suppose that's why I find my mind drifting to Halia. I often wonder how the people who survived are faring now. I guess our only option is to talk to Hulkenberg. Ah, well met. I don't suppose you're overburdened with free time as I am. I'm certainly no stranger to traveling, but I have no idea how to spend idle hours. If the idea appeals, might we talk a bit? Sure. This power we've awoken to. I've all sorts of questions, but what I really find curious are these forms we take on. Each has their unique aspects, but one bit they all have in common is their armor-like appearance. What do you make of that? I don't fucking know. There's like no right answer here. I guess it's cool.
Certainly. I see.
I do find the austerity of the designs intriguing, but I was not speaking on how they look per se. In my opinion, the armor encloses the raging forces within us, allowing us to direct that power as one directs a horse by its reins. It is said people lose their magic because they refuse to confront their fears and anxieties, forever unaware of that power lurking within them. Is that not then the very condition to awaken our slumbering power? Also hence why it was so exhausting and why it cannot be maintained for long. The ravenous appetite I had afterwards is proof. We do well to practice diligence maintaining our food reserves. Excellent.
All right.
It's getting quite late, but we have ways to go yet, so I would very much like to continue chatting with you.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Finally! We're out of the desert!
Huh?
Oh wow! I missed all this green!
Ugh. Why is it so bumpy?
That'd be the change in terrain, lad. See, you got to let the suspensions get used to hard ground instead of soft sand.
Must be nice to fly everywhere.
What the? Did we just crash?
Nani?
Of course not. That's
a cannonade.
What?
My star is rising! Ah!
Sanctism will reign! Ah!
Like order versus chaos, I guess.
It's them. Remember, from the opening ceremony. I think one of them is Guido, Forden's confidant, and the other is Luis's man, Gladel.
Prominent candidates. Shouldn't the king's magic petrify them for their aggression?
Well, they're not of the higher echelon.
No, see where they're aiming. They're not shooting to kill, just to take out the opposing runner's legs.
Oh, fair enough. Doesn't seem like they're trying to land a fatal shot, just aiming to break the opposing side's gauntlet runner.
Stuck out in the wilds with no working runner. Whether they survive or not, they're dashed well out of the race.
So 'tis a clash to hold each other's advance. Damned fools couldn't resist a show of force.
Look! Over by the legs. That crier is there too.
I see. Acting as witness to the higher candidate's conflict. It seems Gladel cannot match Guido's firepower.
Our plan hinges on winning Louise's favor. Can we afford to abandon Gladel if he's one of Louise's supporters?
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch, Godot's gonna win. And Forden gets a leg up on the competition.
Let's help him out, I guess.
Let's give Gladel a hand here.
Good thinking. That way we could win Luis's regards.
Agreed. Let us ride to Gladel's aid.
I say, hold on. You realize you're a no-name candidate, eh? If he wants to shut you out, he'll not have to aim for just our legs.
It's a runner, isn't it? If things get too dicey, we'll just run. Didn't you say we had the fastest craft around?
Fine. Suppose there's no room for caution if we want the world's eyes on us.
Okay then, it's settled. Let's make sure he owes us big.
There should be an external runner phone out there.
We're here to help! Withdraw, Gladel! Who goes there? Why do you stand for Luis's forces? Well, sorry, can't get into it now. That gauntlet runner. You're that commoner candidate who destroyed the Grand Cathedral! Was that not enough? You would profane the sacred a second time!
So be it. In God's name, be thou punished.
Huh? Looks like he knows the magic won't shield us. He's aiming to kill us, here and now.
You dare interfere in my fight? Know your place. Is it fame you seek? You thought by confronting me, you might lift your own names? Then you chose the wrong opponent.
I hate to interrupt, old egg, but it's a touch more complex than that.
We of the Crown Theocracy's monk army have silenced all who would oppose the eminence of God. Your petty ruses are beneath me. Now you shall know how powerless you truly are.
Remember, the king's magic means we cannot move to strike Godot himself.
Okay, so then what do we do?
Go for his followers first. We'll thin their numbers and turn the tide.
I mean, yeah, that's usually the strategy
My
anyway.
brethren, put the fear of God into these impious commoners.
Don't
Yeah.
forget about the petrification magic.
What? Petrification
After
magic?
me. Something else.
Brawler!
I'll crush you!
Observe the enemy. For all that
Observe
we
the enemy.
strive for! No. Come! I strike with conviction!
I'll show to the rear guard.
To the rear guard. I don't know.
Freeze!
Only a flesh wound.
What could you hope to achieve?
He knows we can't attack him. He's
analyze.
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
Well, he's using ice. Does that mean he's weak to fire? Use axe.
Is everyone alright? Oh, power of heroes! Healing up!
Helpful as ever.
I will
Yeah.
help Vida's power. Fire!
No.
Sanctism is supreme. Kneel before him.
Is that all?
What could you hope to achieve?
Oh,
you're
first
so
back.
clumsy.
Someone heal her.
What is he weak to then, motherfucker?
Are you prepared? Take that!
Hulkenberg's in bad shape. She needs help.
Blade in hand!
Kill yourself.
Let's stay calm. Me! We can do this!
I owe you.
Resistance is futile! More resilient than I expected. I would lose nothing by conceding this fight. But the faithful are watching. For the sake of my dear brethren, I must hold nothing back now! Feel the righteous truth of sanctism engraved upon your flesh!
Does this mean he's getting serious?
Rise, my brother!
Stay in there.
Fuck off, man.
This is nothing.
Take this! Take this! Damn it!
Damn you.
I call upon royal power within. You'll be done.
Observe
You'll get
the enemy.
psyched.
Oh, power of heroes!
See if he's weak to wind.
Gales of wind!
No, what the fuck is he weak to then, man?
Peasants!
This is what I hate. It's not like Persona or SMT where you can switch shit out on the fly. Because Persona, you have your different personas. SMT, you have your different demons that can do different shit. This, you are locked in with a certain setup at the beginning of the fight. And if you don't know what the fuck you're doing, you're just fucked and you just have to let the enemy kill you. Constant retry shit. As much as I like this game, I hate this fucking... the way this shit goes down. It's... I don't know, heal myself? I guess.
Let's do this. Sanctism will reign!
I think I healed myself, man.
This is God!
Someone's dying.
Hulkenberg's badly wounded.
Take
Someone
this!
heal her.
You're dead.
Hulkenberg's down. Get her back up.
Where it ends.
Okay, well what the fuck are you weak to?
Let's get on with it.
Heavy physical light. I guess try light damage, see if it works. No, he's probably weak to pierce.
Sanctism will reign!
Like this.
wasn't
Fuck
enough.
this game, man.
I see.
Start from an autosave, I guess. I don't know when it autosaved. How tedious. Make Hulkenberg go to night. What would be good for you? I mean, using this wouldn't be too bad. I guess. We got plenty of mags, so yeah, might as well. What about Stroll? What I want you on? We don't know what they're weak to. He's either the mage is either weak to Pierce, or he's weak to. Let's see. We tried wind, ice, fire. I don't know. Well, just in case, let's see, how do you... Hang on. Look at the synthesis. What was the one that allows you to do the big pierce? Oh, there's a defense, yeah. And what I want to do for myself. I don't know. Because, okay, so they're using... What was it? Light, ice, and pierce. What would we say? Say I used. What the fuck is that? I don't know what the fuck it was hovering over. Be weak to strike. Also have light dodge. That might be good. What would Stroll be weak to? Weak to wind. What are you weak to? Weak to lightning. I think this might work. Maybe.
What now?
Well met.
Certainly.
I see.
Blah blah blah.
All right.
Again, another Atlas game where they fail to let you save right before a battle that you will probably die and fucking fail over and over again. Make you watch the cutscenes and shit.
And the age of a new king draws nearer.
Yeah, like after this, it should say save. Skip.
My star! It's them.
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch, Godot's gonna...
Let's give Godot... Good thinking.
Agreed.
I say!
You dead? Is it
You hush.
Don't forget about the petrification magic!
Who's got petrification magic?
Warrior! Not now.
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
I shall vanquish evil.
Diagonal slash.
Hack and slash.
Oof, ah, oof, ah.
Cease your resistance.
Cease your resistance. Don't do that. Let's see if he's weak to light somehow. Of course not.
Prepare yourselves.
Let's see if I can attack him. It's Pierce. He is weak to Pierce.
Let's make an end of it.
Something else.
Warrior!
Oof, cough, oof, cough.
Cream.
Fucker.
What could you hope to achieve? I won't lose.
He knows we can't attack him. He's toying with us.
Vader's power.
Let's just heal you.
I owe you. I will usher you to his side.
I will fucking kill you. Psych him.
Coordination is key. Roar with royal might. This can't be. It's too early to go to his side.
Kill him already.
Not done yet. I will fight with pride.
Why didn't you just kill him, man?
Let's go.
Fucking fool. How come you do so little damage? You suck.
Hold on.
Just guard then, you fucking piece of shit.
Witness the power of sanctism.
This is nothing.
Oh,
Only a flesh wound.
What could you hope to achieve?
What do you fucking think? You fucking idiot!
I can slash.
I'm gonna say, please just kill him.
Power. I won't hold back. With healing power.
What's needed?
Don't fucking miss!
More resilient than I expected. I would lose nothing by conceding this fight. For the sake of my dear brethren. Now!
Does this mean he's getting serious?
Rise, my brother! Sanctism will reign!
Is that all?
Damn it!
Stop that.
Allies, together!
Thrust his ass.
I'm counting on you! In the name of... I call upon royal power within! I'll cut you down!
Okay, resist all things.
Sanctism will reign!
Hulkenberg's badly wounded. Someone
Not
heal
so
him.
easily.
Hulkenberg's in bad
Heal
shape. She needs help.
We're not out of this yet!
I'm obliged.
I owe you.
By the sworn oath of knighthood.
Oh.
Oh, power of heroes!
I don't fucking know, man.
Not this one.
Do we have an item I could just throw at him? Yeah, he's weak to ice. So I should have had mage. I guess I would have had to make fucking Stroll mage or some shit. I don't even fucking know.
Know your
Come forth, royal soul.
What about Hama?
Let's go.
No.
Take this.
No.
I'm not resurrecting you. If I lose, I lose. I'm tired of fucking wasting items.
Hulkenberg's down.
I shall vanquish evil.
Get back in the fight.
Let's buy this power. Flare. Still here?
Sanctism is supreme. Sanctism will reign. Sanctism will reign.
No, it won't.
Hulkenberg's down. Get back in the fight.
They die hard on you.
Let's go.
It's like hard.
Light.
So, the faithful are broken before you, yet your desperate struggling is for naught. You cannot defy the inevitable. I am immune to all your wicked harms.
Oh, he gets to do whatever he wants, and we can't even get near him.
Bend the knee and yield to the divine truth of sanctism. Now, are you prepared for the end?
Ha! I think not, you rotter!
What have you done to my gauntlet runner?
We've nothing to lose. At the very least, I can thrash your old clunker until it's inoperable.
This is a waste of my time. So be it. You'll face your divine punishment soon enough.
Phew. Finally, he took the hint. Hey, get down here.
Huh?
What are you playing at? You think I owe you now or something? I would have been fine without your meddling.
I just wanted to help.
I just wanted to help you.
A likely story? Out with it. What's your motive?
Why, Gladell, surely you can spare some manners for a crew that saved our lives? Honestly, that got a bit ugly for my liking.
Well, well, well. Do my eyes deceive me? Juna the songstress in the flesh. What brings you all the way out here? A little tryst on the road, is it?
Nothing so saucy. I'm afraid this cad's just my chauffeur. Now please, darling, a little privacy, or I'll have to charge for an interview.
Oh my god, what's an idol archetype?
Fair enough, miss. Fair enough. Nothing you're not used to. Consider me chastened and shoed. Besides, I might have found another angle here that's just as promising.
You surprised me out there, love. You bested Godot. So you're not just a pretty face. You were more help than my useless driver, at least.
Look here. However talented and famed a songstress she may be, you must remember to contain yourselves.
Fuck?
Songstress? Wait, is she the same Nydia lady who sang at the opening ceremony?
Aye, but that's... oh, blast it all, I can't take it anymore. I'd know the suspensions anywhere. You had Caden workshop on this, eh? Yes, those are quality parts and no mistake. Luis really shells out for his own.
By the crown, you can't be serious! She is Juno, the kingdom's greatest singer, the dulcet diva! Oh, this is preposterous! Surely I can't be the only one starstruck?
Oh god.
Really? No one else wants to shake her hand? Well, then on behalf of this group, I suppose it falls to me.
You're an interesting little ensemble. Wait, is that a fairy? A real living one? Where did you...
Hey, up there!
An airborne gauntlet runner. He's actually finished it.
Luis.
My lord, Luis. How kind to provide a personal escort.
So that's it. I thought it was strange that a candidate like Gladel got stuck playing someone's driver.
But she was still the Sanctist's pick for the opening ceremonies? Guess even Forden's camp has to bend to popular opinion.
My humblest apologies, my Lord Luis, for this travesty, especially when you had graced me with the privilege of bearing the lovely Lady Juna.
Glad to see Lady Juna's safe, at least.
I could have crushed that churchman like a bug, and I would have if these insolent fools hadn't.
I'm sure. Sorry, don't much care.
It would seem you had to clean up my associate's mess. I'd like to express my gratitude, but if I might ask, who are you?
We're your supporters.
We're your supporters.
Hence your retaliation against Godot, then.
He's also a candidate, though his name doesn't carry any weight.
One would think you commoners, but for the Lady Knight at your side. And you have a gauntlet runner. Most curious. What made you decide to enter the competition?
Looks like he's more interested than we anticipated. This might be our chance, so choose your words wisely, okay?
Well, we could say to help him, but it might sound... I don't fucking know. I'll say this.
Hey, I know you want to get this right, but this is no time to get lost in thought.
Oh, fuck.
I want to help you, Count Luis.
There's literally only one actual thing.
Oh? You fight in my name, do you?
Really now? So, you thought you'd step in for a little self-promotion?
We want to help anyone in need. That's what we believe in.
Anyone? Most interesting. However, my immediate needs are met in terms of sword hands.
Oh, come now. Don't they have a certain charisma to them? Why? I dare say I saw them use magic without igniters.
Please, I know we can help you. We want nothing more than to see your vision realized, Lord Luis.
Alright, might be putting it on a little hard.
You do know what that vision is built on, don't you? If you would claim yourself my ally, then prove your power before all the kingdom's eyes. You can't change the world without power, after all. If you can manage that, I'll consider your proposal.
See you, loves.
Don't think this changes anything. Come on, Hector!
It soars like a damn bird.
Right then. That could have gone worse. We were lucky we managed to connect with Luis this early.
No thanks to that Gladel. Even should we be accepted, he'll be no ally of ours.
Well, at the very least, Luis knows our faces. All we have to do now is avoid screwing it up.
He wants to see our power, does he? Then let's find Heisme, bring him to justice, and show the nation we're a force to be reckoned with.
As the chirping birds return to their nests and the darkness claims its dominion, the Gauntlet Runner at last arrives at its repose, a place grown thick with trees. Are the sounds from between the trees just the leaves being caressed by the wind? Or are they the whispers of the beguiling beings of the dark? The party never has to find out, for they are safe within the Gauntlet Runner.
Oh, damn it, blast!
Did you hear that?
It's over. The end of the road. So ends the life of the genius engineer.
Let's say we go check on him. Hey! Nurse, you okay?
Oh, you two. Terribly sorry. It's nothing, really.
You seem troubled.
Is there something troubling you?
Ah, well, I suppose you could say that. It's just the runner, you see? She's in top shape, but I wanted to make her peerless. An absolute beauty, you know, top of her class. Something that would make even old Luis's runner look like a bally apple cart. I'd not be floundering so much if I just had a bit of spark.
A spark?
Nani?
Yes, my girl. A spark of inspiration. A moment of epiphany, like when I saw the lost relic.
Lost relic? Doesn't ring a bell.
Ah, yes, context. They say that long, long ago, there was a civilization so highly advanced it was beyond all modern understanding. Automation ruled the day. People lived surrounded by machinery with no need to work. Legend has it that they lived lives of convenience and comfort. But somehow, that civilization just up and disappeared. God only knows what happened to them.
Sounds kind of far-fetched already.
Hear me out, would you? The point is, once in a stretch, you hear about someone unearthing relics from those days of yore. Absolutely inscrutable to the layman, don't you know? But those in the know would recognize such a prize at a single glance.
Who'd you hear this from?
Who'd you hear this from?
Heard it, lad. I've seen it with my own eyes. You see, there was this old inventor in the neighborhood where I grew up, quite sharp, but a bit balmy. That old fellow only showed me his find once, but even seeing it lit a fire in me, like being struck by lightning. After that, it was like a boiling pot. Ideas, ideas, ideas rising to the surface. And my tinkering always came out marvelous. Some proper court engineer-worthy genius. Something about it utterly captured my imagination. The lost relic, I mean.
Wow. You could try getting him to show you again.
If only I could. That old fellow went back to his own hometown. That single solitary glimpse of the past was all I had. The old goat. He told me he'd leave me the relic in his will.
Okay, so where's this guy's hometown?
Oh, some tiny hamlet somewhere on the outskirts of Martira. A village by the name of Camiro or some such.
I'm gonna try to turn up my desktop audio. Try that.
This one's important.
Providing a spark. Old inventor near us once knew. Wait, no. An old inventor near us once knew is living in Camaro, a village near Martira. Maybe he'll tell us more where the relic he once showed near us. God. We left Nearest, who dissolved into doom and gloom once again, and headed towards our narrow sleeping quarters in the Gauntlet Runner.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
So we'll arrive in Martyria this evening then. Good. Soon we'll be liberated from this blasted shaking. Liberated? I do believe I take offense to that. The fairy girl's right, you know. A carriage can never keep up this pace. Some gratitude would be appreciated. Apologies. I am grateful, it's just hard to show it while on the verge of losing your lunch. That, and I pray we can avoid further hindrances like yesterday's.
Isn't that...
Once we arrive in town, we're supposed to meet with Bardon, right? I'm sure the sights will be distracting, but let's not keep the man waiting.
Departing the capital and barreling southward, the party's gauntlet runner at last arrives in the old castle town, Martyria, where their client Bardon awaits. The towering castle's stark walls stare down coldly upon its visitors. The only question now is whether or not this gambit was the right move.
Tis far more desolate a place than I'd heard.
Not many people out. It's like everyone's afraid of something.
Ah, you're here! I've been hoping you'd show up soon.
I know it's been a while, but we pledged to help you. We'll not go back on our word.
Glad to hear it. I'm sure Lady Joanna will also be pleased. Oh, your pardon. Lady Joanna rules this city. She is also a most holy sanctoress of the Sanctus Church. She lives there, in Criganti Castle.
I take it the locals are hoping for His Eminence Thornton to win the tournament?
Aye, naturally. No sane and righteous man would want Luis on the throne. Speaking of, I heard there was a scuffle on the road between two candidates gauntlet runners. The criers say Forden's allies suffered the worst of it.
Ah, well, that's Luis's camp for you. I assume it was them, I mean. Some nasty characters at his heel, eh?
What would be the right thing to say here?
But surely all fights have casualties.
I suppose. There is truth in that.
Hey, read the room, will ya?
What?
Captain, are you sure we can trust these strangers? These bounty boarders are always in it just for the money.
Looks like his officer's not on our side just yet.
Dinna be rude, Morris. They've come a long way for our sakes. Now, I'm sure you must be knackered from the journey. Let me show you to an inn. You can try our local speciality, perhaps.
Ah, you've a local delicacy. 'Twould be a welcome treat.
You chaps go on. The old girl needs a bit of maintenance after carrying us so far.
Can't that wait until you've eaten?
Too much at stake, lad. Go on, don't worry, and I'll sort her out.
Might well fix the bally waterworks while I'm at it.
Come, everyone. This way.
Is this some kind of smoked dish?
Roasted larvae of the giant sandworm.
Oh.
It's Martyria's culinary speciality. Cooked to a delicate finish, just enough to preserve all the natural juices and flavors of the innards.
Oh good. Larval innards.
'Tis a unique texture, to be sure, but the taste is divine. Exquisite.
You're completely serious, aren't you?
Something the matter? Do try some of your own before it gets cold.
Looks great.
It looks great.
come now. They're offering us fine hospitality. 'Tis only right that we graciously savor it.
Yes, absolutely right. I'll be cheering you on. And, I'll see to the funeral plans.
I already felt a spray of something. Sorry for the taste. It's not that bad.
Are you actually enjoying that?
How was it? Sometimes the insides can twitch a bit, but it's harmless, I assure you.
Would that I had time to try more of your dishes, but to business. Can you fill us in on the details of all these kidnappings?
Aye. Our wee ones have been going missing for at least 6 months. All told, we're looking at 15 children now unaccounted for.
And you think this Heismay is your culprit?
I'm told he's a disgraced knight with nowhere else to turn. We've no proof, but the pieces fit. Seems to me that with nothing else to lose, he's gone rogue.
Don't even really have evidence.
For a man who claimed a knight's honor to stoop to such horrors. 'Tis unacceptable. We must end this quickly, for our sake and his own.
If I recall the brief, it'll be quite a feat to even get near this Heismay. His hideout was in the midst of the Sandworm's territory, yes?
Aye, well remembered. He certainly isn't going to make this easy for us.
So, is Heismay's hideout way out here? Looks pretty far from Martira.
A giant sandworm's nest in the wasteland, reputed to be the hideout of Heismay the Kidnapper. The area is subject to unique weather phenomena known as sand flash.
There's a runner.
And there's a campground. Here's where we are now. Let's see here. Let's see.
It's a campground.
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder how we can even survive out there.
We've been chasing any lead we have, but we can't figure it all out. We're in over our heads.
We'll get the job done.
We'll get this job done.
We're awful grateful to have you. And don't worry, we'll pay you what you're due. After all, nobody else in the royal capital would give it a second glance.
We help anyone in need. That's why we've come this far.
Inspiring words, young man. Now, I hope you're not full yet. We've a whole spread of other dishes for you. Now this is the pride of the town. A fine sweetmeat made from the juvenile sandworm's entrails. You'll find this tastes as sweet as any dessert.
Why is everything centered around the damn sandworm?
Together, I'm sure we can find a way to the stronghold without falling prey to those worms. Now, please, dig in.
Tis altogether different from the roast. Why, 'tis succulent as a mellow fruit. Another marvel.
You must have gotten used to eating anything you had to out in the wilds, eh?
I'll schedule a meeting with the Honourable Lady Joanna tomorrow. Please, rest your weary heads for today.
If they aren't here calling a free meal out of us, that is.
Now, let's go.
It's been a while.
Been forever since I had a spacious bed.
Exactly.
Going to meet the lady of the town first thing in the morning, so get your beauty sleep, okay? I'm gonna grab some food real quick. I'm getting hungry. Okay.
Aye.
What now?
Let's click on him, damn it. You don't have any information available?
Pleasure to see you.
They got some chicken meatloaf.
Yeah.
Right? Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It's gorgeous out.
Hold on.
Let's hurry.
We went to the castle.
More people missing.
Beg your pardon?
More people.
They cannot do it, laddie.
You!
Hello there.
Listen to him. Rah.
Oh, yeah?
This. Recruiter dispatcher. I'm not handling any new bounties at the moment. Everyone's caught up with the incidents. You know the ones. I think reception should be open again by tomorrow. But can a guy like you really handle a bounty anyway? Excuse me.
Now what am I to do?
Abolish taxes. It's your money. Reclaim freedom from the commerce and for yourself.
That sounds right.
Sounds like something a merchant would come up with. But the more you think about it, the less sense it makes. What will happen to the people who can't work? What the fuck do you mean? Besides, if there are no taxes, how could the kingdom help anyone? Be every person for themselves. And then what? Rely on the government to do everything for you, huh?
Ah, closery.
Closery. I'm gonna close my mouth on this food right here.
Let's call it.
Oi!
What? All good. Let's not.
Ugh.
Now what am I to do?
An elder candidate? No.
Whoa!
What'll it be?
What? No. Whoa. Big stats on that one. Yeah, we don't really need to do any shopping. Might as well check, see what they have.
What's this?
What'll it be?
Sword against demi-humans, huh? I might need that. Crossbow, huh? By the gunner. Daggers? A semaphore? What? So confused. The abacus.
won't be.
Respect the old, tax the young. What?
Whoa.
Yeah, it's kind of like how it is today. A bunch of old fuckers with too much money, they don't have to do it, so they buy stupid shit like boats and jet skis and expensive cars, whereas guys my age are struggling just to fucking get by. Well, fuck these old people.
More people missing.
Bloody hell, we're just supposed to go on our lives when someone could strike from the shadows any moment. We just offer up some convicts or wanted children. Say, you know any Elda no one would miss? Fuck off. I'm sorry, that was a joke that went too far. But I'm worried I'd tell you. Put my foot in my mouth now and then, can you blame me? Rich, poor, man, woman, hell, even child. It doesn't matter to them, they're ruthless. Usually, you kidnap someone, you've got a purpose, yeah? But not here. It's downright spine-chilling, it is.
Whoa!
You're a new face. Oh, you're that helper lad I heard about? Didn't expect you to be an Elda. I'll be fine. I figured as much, seeing that massive gauntlet runner over there and all. Not that I think you can't do the job, yeah? If Barden picked you, then I believe in you. You think a kidnapper's scary? But this Heisman fellow's beyond the pale. I heard he can command illusions. Anything's possible when he's able to abduct folk right off the street. You better be damn careful is all. Watch the lady who leads this town be the bad guy somehow. Mesmerize. What you got for me? Oibs, medicine, fairy dust. Here's days. Let's buy 5 of them, I guess. Here's forget. This is hit evasion. Oh, okay. May inflict. No, I don't want may. I want it to inflict. Okay, well, I got plenty of threads. Yeah, are there any normal candidates? Probably not. I'll go that way. The fuck?
You!
Came to see the King's Rock.
Hang on, what if...
We like to see the rock. Just a quick peek and then we'll leave. I see.
I see.
Crier set the stones that appeared around the world, and they weren't wrong. That means, wherever we are, we'll be able to know the rankings. That's handy.
Oh.
First is Forden, second is Louise. The support they earned is kind of overwhelming. Even after a human rampage in front of the Grand Cathedral, Louise's following is as strong as ever. If anything, he's more popular? This goes to show how dissatisfied people were under the previous king. If we don't handle this smartly, Louise could very well end up king.
But...
we got to stop that from happening. I'm sure Ford is going to be making a move too. I can hear her voice.
Thou.
Huh? Thou who art destined to become king. Locus of the people's support, a great custodian of their anxieties. At the foot of this monumental stone, will their feelings gather as mag.
Tis in thy hands now.
To thee, by thy daily standing accumulated, by which thou growth is empowered, Magus henceforth entrusted. Oh shit. Due to the king's magic, the faces of the highest ranking the candidates who have appeared on gigantic stones, called coronation rocks, which have appeared through the land. Interact with them to see who's on top. The amount of mag equal to the people's faith in the protagonist will accumulate at coronation rocks. You can collect days worth of accumulation at once. The higher the protagonist's popularity, the more mag there is to collect. Be proactive in resolving people's requests to gain popularity.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, any one of them will do.
What does the land look like that out there?
Now, how did I wind up here?
Can't even let my wee ones out of the house because of the kidnappings. The poor barons are fair mopey about it, bless them. When I told General Barton as much, his face fell like a dropped pie. He's a pure heart, our general is. But I never mind that. Off to fight Heismay, are ye? Keep your guard up, then. Rumor has it he's got some passing skill. Some say he's faster than any soldier. That nobody could so as much nick him. Must be quick on his feet. Aye, Lade.
Well met.
You're late. Poor Bard has been waiting on tender hooks. Apparently the lady has graciously agreed to meet with us. It's not to keep her waiting, huh? Castle looks positively ancient. I wasn't expecting the city to have such rich history. Before the kidnapping started, I imagined the city wants new peace. Let's get the details from the lady of the castle.
I've awaited
Bardon. Lady Joanna's waiting inside.
Aye, yes.
She's probably the real culprit here, and Heisman is just retaliating in his own way.
May I present Lady Joanna, Sanctoress and the ruler of this city. These are the ones who have undertaken the request to subjugate Heisman.
I am Joanna, presiding lady of this city. On its behalf, you have my gratitude for traveling all the way from the royal capital.
Lady Joanna refused to use taxes to pay for this, so she sold her own heirlooms and possessions to secure the funds.
There you go.
It's clear you want only the best for your people, milady. So we'll give you our best in return.
I cannot claim any nobility above yours. Even as other aspirants to the throne quarrel and bicker, you've chosen instead to help the kingdom's people.
Well, we don't deserve that much credit. After all, we're not helping for free.
Even so, please put an end to this tragedy.
We won't let you down.
We won't let you down.
Thank you. In truth, I thought it foolish to decide a monarch by a simple vote of popularity. But perhaps there is something to it. Here is my offer. If you get rid of the culprit, I will appeal to the people of this town to support you.
'Tis most kind, but can you truly afford that? Surely, as a church sanctoress, His Eminence Forden would expect your support.
Indeed. However, I would rather have a king who truly cares for his subjects.
Yes, Lady Joanna.
Now, I must return to my duties. I shall await our next meeting.
We're counting on you.
'Twas a confident smile indeed, with a great deal of pain behind it.
I know it's but a step in our plan, but truly, I hope we can help these people. She even promised us political support.
She did say it. Oh, I mean, I can't help but wonder if she'll keep her word on that. It's quite a promise to make when she barely knows us.
That is fair, yeah.
Did something seem amiss?
I mean, it is a bit of a stretch, because she is part of the church.
Not in particular. Maybe it's just the gloominess of this place getting to me. So what are we gonna do about Heismay? we'll have to go out in Sandworm territory to find him, right?
The mere fact of his kidnappings suggests he's passing unseen by guards and sandworms alike. The question is, how?
Let's ask around the city a bit first. Though I can't say we'll find many willing to talk with the streets this deserted. Maybe we'll have better luck around the taverns and shops.
We should go.
Excellent. What about this guy?
Boy.
Oh, hey, you there. Can I talk to you for a bit? I heard that you're gonna catch Heisme for us. I just want to give you my thanks. You see, my wife, she's one of the people that's gone missing.
My thanks to you.
I don't know if I can be of any help to you, but please, if there's anything I can do, just say the word. What do you know about the sandworms? Unfortunately, no, I don't know much about them, I'm afraid. So I can't be of help. You ought to ask the others around here, though. Shopkeepers might know more. Yeah.
Oh, any one of them too.
Who are you?
Welcome.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm sold out of meat today.
So, hey.
After information more than meat today. You don't happen to know anything about a giant sandworm, do you? Only that it's dangerous. When I go out hunting, I give them a wide berth. Wow, that's impressive you go out there alone. Still, do you know anyone who might know something? Let's see now. You might try asking the fellow by the armor shop. He's got quite a fondness for the sandworm larvae. Hey.
Can't be.
This guy?
What is it?
Giant sandworm? We Motirans love our edible grubs, but we're a bit indifferent to their inedible parents. Larvae is my personal favorite. I know little about them before they make it to the kitchen. You can't eat the parents? What a silly thing to say. They're the ones that eat us. Oh, that does remind me. There was a merchant yesterday at the tavern boasting he'd gotten real close to a sandworm's den. If that's true, it'd be quite the feat. Maybe he's still in town. That's some good info. Maybe this merchant's still nearby. Nice. White Stroll was there. What are you doing? Huh? Guess we missed the mark with our assumptions. I've spoken with the guard corps, but they know little and less.
An elder candidate?
An elder candidate? The fuck? Questioning will do us a little good with so few to question. What about you? The merchant's been that way.
So it is possible.
Fine work. I recall seeing a shopkeeper to myself.
Hello
You?
there.
What's this? You have some business with me or something?
Hey.
Were you the one at the tavern yesterday? I heard there was a merchant who got close to the giant sandworm. Close to the giant sandworm? Bloody hell, that's amazing. We got the wrong guy. I've only just got to town. There's some rare weapons and armor to be found here. City's in a bad way right now, but it seems I'm not the only merchant who's a mind to stock up.
Okay.
Got it. So there's not just one merchant who'd gone near the worm recently. Let's look around the square a bit more. Maybe we can get some more information. What about you, spirited seer? Giant sandworm? Sorry, young man, don't know a thing about that. What I do know is about the next few days with the bad weather. If you're interested, stop by.
Whoa.
Bad weather? You think that might affect our travel at all? Once we got things figured out, maybe we should go talk to a seer again. Yeah. Talk to him, the Birdman.
I can hardly think on it.
Ugh, this headache. I am well and truly destroyed. Nasty little hangover this. Blimey, I'm embarrassed just thinking about yesterday. Why the hell did I go and do something like that?
More people missing. What do you want to know?
You were at the tavern. What's your business with me?
Excuse me.
We're looking for a merchant, one who had something to say about the giant sandworm. Oh, that guy from last night? Yeah, he was blathering so loud. You heard him whether you wanted to or not. You know where he is? Who do you think you're talking to? I'm this town's informant, you see. I could tell you where that merchant is, among other things. Alright, I'll pay.
Thank you kindly.
Just like I knew you would. Now here's the deal. Or now then, the deal's the deal. It's the Ishkia in front of the fountain just there. He drank so much yesterday at the tavern he's practically taking a bath. Now he's hungover.
All right.
So it was him?
More people. I can hardly think on it.
He got business with me. The tree got pretty close to the giant sandworm's den. How'd you manage to do that and live to tell a tale? Oh, right. To tell you the truth, I didn't get that close to it. Just found a giant sandworm husk. That was it. And then at the bar, I was excited and, well, pretty drunk. Anyway, at some point, the story turned to me waltzing right up to the sandworm, staring it down. And I regret that now. Bam.
No good.
Well, great. No one seems to have any information. It's almost sunset, too. Let's meet at the tavern for now. I'll go gather everyone else.
Not a scrap. I suppose we knew it wouldn't be that simple.
Tis far too early to give up. I spent over a year asking after the prince with no luck. And still I did not falter.
Yes, and it's very admirable. But I think I'd prefer a change of tack instead.
You there! Might you answer a question?
Terribly sorry, but I can't help you. I'm just here on my leisure. You're better off finding the information you're looking for elsewhere.
Suspicious character, isn't he?
Hey, you lot. You seriously gonna hunt down Heisme?
You're Barden's man.
Yeah, the guy with the attitude.
Not sure I should tell you this, but here I am. There's actually a way to avoid the giant sandworms. You just gotta wait for the sand flash. It's a local event, a kind of storm, and the wind kicks up sand peppered with magic crystals. Not too uncommon a sight round here. Our diviners say we'll have a sand flash in about 5 days. Seems to put most wild beasts to sleep. Might be some magic effect, or might just be waiting out the storm. And that includes the sandworms, eh? They'll nod off, and with proper timing, you'll sneak right past them. Heisme might well be using the same trick himself.
We're much obliged, but if you know all this, why haven't you and the guard gone out?
A guard unit stomping around would wake up the whole den. Didn't much like saying it, but us local lads wouldn't be much use against Heisme anyway. But you think you can handle him? Aye? Wouldn't be here otherwise.
This information we can.
That information is all we needed. Thanks for the help.
Good luck out there. And don't worry, no charge for the advice, eh? Can't have you getting yourself killed now. Cap's reputation's on the line. And, one more thing. You didn't get this info from me. Aye?
Understood. But why? You could have shared this with us at supper yesterday.
What? And got myself volunteered to go out there as your travel guide? Nay danger of that.
Huh, fair enough.
I see.
Anyway, I'm counting on you.
Finally, a solid lead falls into our laps. And we'll not even have to bother with the sandworms. We've apparently got 5 days till the sandflash hits. Let's make sure we can get this done quick. Looks like more than a day's trip on the map.
If it takes us one night to reach the giant sandworm's territory, and we aim to go when the storm has them all asleep, we should leave in 4 days' time.
Let's go inform Muris.
Righto, straightforward enough. Long as we get in when the worms have all tucked in for a nap, we'll be just dandy. Suppose I'd better crack on with the tune-ups then. Don't want the old girl failing on us when she'll be our only hope of egress, eh?
Huh? What's this?
Oh, that? Damned if I know. It was just in the blueprints from the royal family. Works rather like an igniter, but no idea what it does. Just don't go breaking... Oh, easy there. You all right, lad?
What just happened?
Thought I saw something glowing. Then you came over all giddy, gave me a start.
For a moment, it was the light. It was like the light was blinding.
Still can't believe this thing reacted. Look, we don't want any nasty surprises, so I vote we stay put and rest up for today, just in case.
Don't want you passing out on me, do I? Just consider it a little precaution for the trip.
Versus at the Gauntlet Runner for today at Nearest's request.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer. Your journey is going well, it seems. One by one, you take your steps forward on this road. A supernatural awakening, a call to adventure, legs to carry you. All of these are coming together. Accordingly, new powers needed for the journey seem to have awakened.
That thing?
Are you talking about that thing inside the Gauntlet Runner?
By my eyes report, there is one piece of equipment in the Gauntlet Runner that was created in ancient times. Something no longer crafted in this day and age. A divine relic. It contains ancient magic once thought lost. The power of teleportation. With proper use, its great power will turn your Gauntlet Runner swifter than any beast or transport on land. Most interesting. The reasons elude me, but you seem qualified to use this divine relic. I cannot imagine this is mere coincidence. Perhaps you are guided by an unknown hand. Now, try to imagine. Vivid, familiar scenery. Somewhere far from the land where you rest.
What's going on here?
What's with all the yelling?
Hmm.
Wait, isn't this...
What? The royal capital? How? We were in Matira just last night.
Eurus? Surely you didn't drive us back here?
Are you mad? Don't you remember how many days the last trip took? You can't dash and well pop over to the capital in a single night.
What if this is the teleportation magic Moore was talking about?
What? So this is some magic you saw in a dream?
So this teleportation, it can just whisk us all back to the royal capital in a flash. Even the Gauntlet Runner came along for the ride.
It certainly did. And there might be a reason for that.
Do you know something?
She was custom made for the prince. When I wasn't there in the concept phase, when they gave me an odd gadget and said, make it work, I bloody well made it work. You saw it yourself, eh, my lad? That part all bound up in its heart. Last night, we caught it glowing. Then I wake up and find a proper hullabaloo. Damnedest thing. It only started glowing when you got close, eh? Maybe you were a trigger of some kind.
Maybe I am.
Yeah, maybe I am.
I cannot say I've heard of teleportation, and yet... surely there can be no explanation for this other than magic.
Hold on. If we're back in the capital, that means we've got bigger problems. We're due back in Matira for the bounty. If it takes us days to get back, that's all our planning ruined.
If we magicked ourselves over here, let's bally well see if we can magic ourselves back, eh?
He makes it sound so easy, but... what do you think?
'Tis no small feat we ask, I know, but might you at least try?
Can I really use this teleportation magic? I'll just have to try. Where do I go? There. Do it. don't want to.
Where to?
Go there now. I'll focus on Martira as our destination.
It reacted! The lad really is the key to triggering it!
Oh, hey! Are you sure this is safe?
All we can do is trust him.
It's Martira. They really are back.
I can't believe it. It feels just like when the king's magic caused that spectacle in the capital.
In my eyes, it's the other way around. It's not powerful by virtue of being connected to the king or to the lad. Maybe it's that all magic is supposed to have potential of this magnitude. You've all got some powers that defy understanding too, eh? Gives one the sense that those sanctists preaching about needing igniters are wrong, or lying outright.
Yeah, they want the igniters out there to control them.
I suppose when you say it like that.
Speaking of sanctism, they'll not like this. A tool full of this kind of practical, unorthodox magic is against all their teachings. Why would the royals have had it?
Hold a moment. With this teleportation on our side, can we travel anywhere in the world with only a thought? If that's so, we may not even need a gauntlet runner at all.
What? You mean we could just magic snap ourselves to Brialhaven? Just like that?
Go on, try it out.
But I've never been there.
No reaction.
I wish I could imagine it, but we've never been.
So we can't go somewhere we've never been before. Anywhere else you've been? How about Montario?
No. Commoners don't usually visit the 3 great cities.
'Twould seem this power of travel is somewhat conditional. Best that we define its boundaries now.
So, in the end, the only places we can teleport to are the cities we've actually been to.
Well, thank you very much. Ha! Almost had me out of a job there, lad.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like you've got to envision the destination in great detail for it to work. We'll need more than a glance out a window or a passing familiarity. And you have to focus for it too. Seems to take you a moment, which means it won't save us in a fight.
Not as convenient as it sounds, huh?
How so? Now we can return to the royal capital any time we need to restock. 'Tis useful enough as is, and the more places we travel, the more we can return to.
You're right. And now we can drop by to see Maria whenever we like. Put like that, it really is something impressive.
Even if we've no idea where it comes from, it should certainly prove useful.
Our next foe is a bounty, and we have a lot of preparing to do. We've got 3 days to go, so don't forget.
Subjugate Heisme. To capture Heisme, you must be well prepared. You can go stronger by accepting requests around town, such as Martira Recruitment Center. Now that your mission has begun, your base of operations has been changed to Martira. Each time a new operation begins, the town you stay in will become your new base. Your departure date is July 2nd. Try to be prepared. If you want to return to a previous location, such as Grand Trad, open the M world map on the M map menu and select your desired destination. You can travel there using the teleportation magic. Teleport is not past time, so feel free to return to previous towns to complete unfinished requests and be followers. For 3 days until we depart.
So?
We're up against a strong opponent, so we'd better make sure we're as strong as we can get too. Speaking of, I saw some bounties at the recruitment center. Yeah. What are you doing?
Oh, my apologies. You're right there. That's a relief. Well, I'll be off now.
You stole your shit, didn't you?
Hey, you sure you want to let that fellow go? He nicked something of yours just now when he bumped into you.
Oh no! Griez's dagger is missing. Let's chase after him. I don't see him anywhere. Jeez, how'd he disappear so fast?
Where can we find a clue that will lead us to the man who took Griez's memento? Talk to you. Click on it.
Come on.
Hey, you, that guy who stole our dagger. Any idea where he went?
No.
I may not. I have no reason to give you that information. That's true, but I mean the dagger's really important to us. It is. Well, you have to excuse me if I don't go lending a hand to everyone who puts one out. Oh, come on, not even a hint. Considered a kingly investment.
I'll be off.
Imagination?
What now?
It has a handshake thing, but I don't know what that means. How you get the rank up or whatever. How do I check my fucking shit? Nandate? I don't. How do I check my? Is it memorandum? No. Details? Royal Virtue cereal. Imagination. Yeah, we need to up our imagination. Ugh.
More people missing.
Talk to Stroll. What were these quests that we had earlier? Riding a spark, no deadline, no deadline, no deadline. Okay. We do that. I guess this one will be discovered as we go on. I guess, okay, let's save.
What now?
And then we'll talk to Stroll.
People missing.
Oh, it's you.
Hey, what are you up to? I don't like how fidgety one gets when told to wait, isn't it? I have an interesting rumor out of Grand Trad. I thought I might walk the streets to see what comes of it. You're not too burdened. Would you care to join me? Sure.
All right.
Do I tell everyone it's the Sun Lameo Street in Grand Trad? Apparently there are these drifters who show up there on occasion. I can't help but wonder if maybe they're the people I've been looking for. Holy shit. Grand Trad is so full of novelty. I still can't get used to all the clamor though. In Halia, the town where I grew up, you could hear a pin drop by comparison. There's still the bustle of friendship and commerce, but...
that's...
Young Master Leon, it couldn't be.
Huh?
I know that voice.
Rangeeth!
Rangeeth, is that really you? You made it out safely.
Wow.
Young Master Leon. My goodness, look how you've grown.
Wyatt.
How do you know each other?
Truth is,
He served House Helatus when our house was still stood. I never imagined I'd see him again, much less here. Rangeeth, this is the bueno. He's a friend I've recently begun traveling with.
however,
Forgive me for saying, time has not been kind to your frame, old friend. Are you eating well? How are the others?
That's...
After the human attacked, the survivors fled to the capital. No one can make a living among the ruins of Halia, much less restore it. Most arrived here with only clothes on their backs. Their livelihoods were destroyed, and without the shelter from the rain, more than a few have faded away. No. Then let me help. Let me find you housing. Well, I would if I had the means. All I have left of my nobility is my name. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Your kindness is more than I can ask for, young master. I've always said that you got your heart from your parents. The only reason we're alive here today is because your parents had us evacuate the capital. You mean to say my parents instructed you to flee here? All the more reason that I have to help somehow. Can we take him with us?
Well then.
Huh?
On our journey? Surely not. I'll put them directly in harm's way. Who holds authority over the area you're staying in right now? An Ishkia Marquess, Lord Hydron.
I see.
A Marquess, you say? Sounds like I'll need to pay this Lord Hydron a visit. I'll see if I can negotiate the use of some vacant homes for all Halia's refugees to live in, though I doubt my name alone is worth much in collateral. Young master, please. Our woes should not be yours to shoulder. Already bear the weight, old friend. A fateful day 7 years ago, my parents acted to save as many as they could. I was just a boy, lost in the panic, and I wouldn't have escaped were it not for you all.
Oh, definitely.
In other words, I'm only standing here today because of your swift action, so let me do what I can to give you peace in this new life.
Sure, but...
You honor us. Still, I fear your plea may fall on deaf ears with Lord Hydron. Devoted as he would seem to the church, he has brushed me off before his backwater refuse. All the more reason I should speak with him myself, if that's how he sees you. Let's go set him straight.
Right.
You know...
I fear it might backfire if we... Wait, you're coming too? The mission ahead of us is critically important. I'd rather you not have to add my personal problems on top of that. That's what friends do.
It'll be fine.
You?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Either way, it's reassuring to have you by my side. On behalf of both me and my house, you have my gratitude. Yeah.
I feel more courageous when I'm with you.
Reduces mag cost of studying warrior lineage. When Stroll attacks a human-type monster, crit rate increases. You have my thanks as well, de bueno. I have no doubt the young master is in capable hands.
Huh.
Please, enough of the young master thing. We need not stand on ceremony.
Let's head back.
I'll have us meet with Lord Hydron without delay, but the sun is going down. Let us return for now and meet with him another day. Spending time at night, addendum. You can travel safely between towns at night using teleportation magic. Don't forget to keep an ear out on your followers' voices. Back to the Materia Tavern. Having obtained the followers' echoes ability from Gallica, you'll now periodically hear your followers' voices. Spending time with your followers will in turn increase the support they give you. If you happen to sense out their voice, seek them out. Access the follower menu with 1. Select the follower. Travel to meet them immediately. He seemed promising, but... Okay.
What you want to know?
What do you want to know? Let's see. Tell me about this stuff.
Here's the real skinny.
There's shops of all sizes in Martira. You can buy Bidot meat, Morocone meat from the butcher, and especially item called mellow milk from the water shop. In addition, there are some stands where children sell rock beans or fragrant spice and such. There's a village not far off with Orgo sugar, and there's also a kid selling plant seeds over on the Cattle Racket Road, though you can't eat those till you grow them. Martira has a fine selection of goods. The people are honest country folk who would be proud to sell you a variety of seed and harvest. Yeah.
Gone to shite, this has.
Bloody hell. Let me,
What now?
save again. What do you want me to go see? Brigitte. Go to her now. Yeah, sure. Game is insinuating that we should. Uh-huh.
You?
Didn't you leave Grand Trad? Well, no matter. I'll not begrudge you your secrets. So you haven't told anyone about it? So be it. You and I are collaborators now. Well then, shall we discuss our arrangement? Sure.
Now then. Now then.
This is what I want you to handle. Nanu. I want you to feed it, play with it, generally take care of it until I return.
Listen.
Huh? There's one rule, however. You cannot let anyone else find out that there's a dog here. No exceptions, no mistakes. That's it?
What?
It sounds simple.
Yes.
It is, but you can't let your guard down. I mean it when I say I want no mistakes. Sure you're aware of the anti-igniter crowd around here. The fools who believe igniters will destroy the world. Even beyond them, there are plenty of people in this world who would jump at the chance to do something crueler than kill me. Mark.
That's why.
This thing is a weakness waiting to be exploited, so I have to hide it. I'm entrusting this matter to you. Why me?
Why?
You.
Because you're far removed from my business as anyone could be. In case it bears saying, you don't even think of crossing me. Being associates has worked for us so far. You don't want us to be enemies.
That's right.
Her name is... No, never mind. Call it what you want. Not really sure why, but I've been trusted with taking care of Brigitte's dog. Seems strangely attached to you already.
I see now.
I suppose you do have some surprising skills, such as using magic without an igniter. Did you look into me?
Whoa. Utterly naive.
If it could impact my igniter business, it's my job to know about it. And that's not all. Word has it that you and your entourage can transform your bodies for combat somehow.
Speaking of...
Long ago, there once existed an ultimate magic. They say that Hero King of Legend wielded a power very much like yours. Ha! Though I sincerely doubt you'll be following in his footsteps.
You.
I'll be frank, Del Bueno. You're bad for business, but that's precisely why I'm going to lend you my power. I'm selling igniters because they turn a profit, but I hate the damn things from the bottom of my heart. But this is a world dominated by igniters. Long as you've got the money, you've got almost all the power you want. Quite a pitch, isn't it? Those on top make a lot of profit off bleeding the downtrodden dry. The strong get even stronger and the weak are cast even further down.
As it is.
My own hands are not bloodless in that, and so I will endeavor to help you break this wretched wheel. If nothing else, it'll be amusing, no? I can sense Brigitte's faint expectation and trust towards me. Excellent.
Yet still they oppose me. Farewell.
Go home for today. I'll give you your pay. I haven't done anything, though. You've exceeded expectations already. You made the dog like you. Oh, you made the dog like you. Something impossible for me. What?
See you.
Until next time. We'll be waiting. Or at least the dog will.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Nonetheless.
So, these sand flashes, do you think we can really rely on something as unknowable as the movements of the wind? It would seem so. According to the fortune teller, the signs continue to appear, just as expected. Good. No changes to our plans then. Let's prepare as best we can.
We got a major bargain.
It's Idol's Day, which means the stores have plenty of bargains. If you had your eye on something, today's the day. I hear a demon.
Mister?
I wonder how Mr. Steering, but I can't help Miss Fabienne. Oh yeah.
More people missing. What
You know. You do know. I've been streaming for about 3 hours, so I'm gonna take a break. Because talking for the dialogue and whatnot, I think, wears me out. Whereas if I played this just without reading aloud and whatnot, it wouldn't wear me out as fast. But, you know, it is what it is. If I talk too much, my voice will literally get hoarse. So, if you're watching the stream, thank you. And if you're watching the VOD, thank you. And remember, as always,
That ass better not crack under pressure.
Looking at this man will kill you.
I'm over here stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick.